Yesterday we had the debates here in the U.S. between the vice president candidates. I turned it on and what I heard was Pence saying that him and Trump never lie. When did they ever tell the truth? They lie about telling the lies they lie. It's like lie about the lies you lied about and then say you didn't lie. You can't make this shit up, can you? But I'm not here to talk about that, and here we go with some interference. Don't ask me. People do some of the weirdest things when there's a camera set up. You know what else was so irritating with the debates is that Biden couldn't figure out anything about climate change or what to do about it. He was just as everybody else. Climate change? What's that? It's not even happening. Well, there's lots of things that are causing climate change. One of them is nitrous oxide emissions. Earth is on track for a 3C warming event if we don't get this shit under control now. We're so far past where we should have been. More than 100 million tons of synthetic fertilizer is spread on farmlands just in the U.S. alone. That equals 100 million tons of nitrogen in the air. And another 100 million tons of nitrogen comes from manure farms like cattle farms and that sort of thing where the manure's all runny and gunky. Yeah, livestock, you know. Many organizations are calling for urgent action right now, and we need it. Let me tell you, after being through the most hellacious summer I've ever lived through in my life, and that's the second time in just 3 years that we've lived that here in California. Is California going to have to evacuate the entire state? What is that going to do to the economy of the world? Nothing good, I'll tell you that. But there is a little tiny bit of good news. Canada is going to ban single-use plastic bags and straws, coffee cups. The reason is because Canada throws away 3 million tons each year of just those three items. Can you imagine? That's amazing. In the U.S., September saw record heat. 2020 brought $16 billion disaster to the U.S. The temperature in the U.S. is 23 degrees Fahrenheit above average on its highest levels that we read here in California. The U.S. drought got worse. 42.6% of the U.S. is now in drought. It's just unbelievable what's happening here in San Francisco. I don't know if you're seeing this in your cities and towns, but we're seeing an evacuation of the tenants out of rentals. And this is what happens when they can't buy another rental. They have to be living in a car or the street or something. They're becoming homeless. And we see this out in front of the apartment building, like we saw in 2008 when the same kind of thing happened, where we had a crash because of a Republican-led Congress and president. Every time that happens, this country goes into a nosedive. And you can look that up in history and you will find it. It's as obvious as the nose in your face. I'm just putting out information that I find during the course of the day. And when I go on my exercise walks and runs, I take the camera with me and tell you what I see. Let's talk about the coronavirus real quick. Trump says, don't fear the virus. A lot of people are saying that's genocide to the people of the U.S. Total deaths in the world is 1,057,043 total deaths around the world. And he says, don't fear the virus. That doesn't make any sense at all. A lot of people say that Trump is now delirious because of the drugs he's taking and all the drugs he's taken in the past. And he's gone off the rocker on Twitter. And along with that, the horrible thing that Pence is agreeing with Trump, that if they don't win the election, it's rigged. Period. End of story. Well, that sort of spells the end of the U.S. as a country, huh? Where we go from here, I can't even imagine. But just remember, all the gun-toting right-wingers, I appreciate all the ups, downs, and new subscribers, and until next time, if there is a next time. little steep there.